So obvious, spoiler alert is obvious in case you haven't seen Thor the Dark World for some reason, or maybe you just blacked it out of your mind because it's a pretty not good movie considering the rest of the MCU movies. But anyway, at the end of that movie, we of course saw that Loki has done something, we don't exactly know what, with Odin, and he has now been posing as the All-Father in Asgard, thus allowing him to kind of give commands and pretty much rule everything Asgard is able to do. Now, there were some mumblings a couple of months ago about potential parts of Thor Ragnarok. One such part would be that Odin would actually be lost on Earth. He's been exiled, and he is now just a wandering old man with no recollection of who he is. Now, these rumors were saying that Odin was pretty much on Earth this entire time, so Loki wouldn't really have to wonder or, worry about anybody discovering his body in case he was, put to sleep or anything like that by him, or jailed up or something like that. Now, obviously, we now have set photos which show us Anthony Hopkins is in fact on set, and he looks like an old man who's lost. Now, where they are shooting, this is also doubling down for New York, which is a very interesting fact considering yesterday we had those set reports and we saw a picture of Chris Hemsworth holding a little business card that had the, address of the Sanctum Sanctorum. Now, when you're combining all these things, you gotta really wonder what extent are they playing into one another. Back when we saw Thor the Dark World, we kind of knew that Asgard is rebuilding and everything and all that, but we also know that the Allfather can muster up some dark magic and teleport you down to Earth, which is what happened with Thor originally in the Avengers. Now, in case their pathway or something to Earth is broken and they need to get back, could they use the Sorcerer Supreme? And is it possible that, since we actually see Odin is here, that he's completely been mind-wiped, that somehow he doesn't remember anything? You would think if he is, capable of remembering, if he does have memory, he would just go, oh, my son talked about the Avengers, hey, there's Stark Tower. So he's probably just, been a mind-wiped old homeless man in New York for this entire time, and we haven't actually seen So him. A pretty cool concept that they're going to be playing with here. Honestly, I'm really excited. I can't wait to see how this ties into it, and hopefully this is the true first Thor movie that's really, giant and global in scale and gives us that Lord of the Rings feeling that we've all been wanting.